Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Pickett. Throw out wide is incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Off play action. Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Pickett sets up play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So here are the Eagles now, backed up to start their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
Yeah, but 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Elliott now to kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at the Pickett lost it? Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
All right. Too humble. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. You ain't going to burn me. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. This one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're... And a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Go, go, go. High five, high five. I don't even know why this team's showing up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is...
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
19 light. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down, 2nd and 10.
19 Tigers. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, hit.
They'll set up a throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Pickett. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett back to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime in what was obviously a very fast-moving first half of play. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Pushing his way through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that about some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 3rd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. on the counter. Hunt. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And now a pause because we got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
I hope we're giving enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Hunt gonna run for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and nothing much but it. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pickett. That went out wide and intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
It's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Eagles, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.